G'day viewers, it's Phil Lee from Edward Lee's. Very excited. This is a car that's been on my watch list for about 10 years, trying to seek out one of these in Japan. And I think they're actually as rare in Japan as they are in Australia, which doesn't really make sense, but this is the holy grail of RX-3s. This is a GT Savanna, and it's a one-owner car with logbook and service history that's in the glove box. It's just been stored in some Japanese dude's garage for the last 20 years or more, and all the services are up to date, and it's just a beautiful original car. And these are very rare. Whilst these were very popular in the 70s in Australia, saw some action at the Bathurst track. Most of these ones that came to Australia, similar to this, not quite the same as this, is just a JDM model only. Most have been thrashed, bashed, crashed, trashed, or they've been turned into quarter-mile cars, and they're no longer original like this. Look at the door plastic on this thing, still from new. That's amazing. Everything's, it's like a time warp. If I was looking at this car 30 years ago on a used car lot, I'd be going, wow, this is in good nick. This is 2015. I think the original gear shift leather there is a testament to the car's true age. I don't know whether we replace that or we just keep it, because it's kind of like wrinkles on grandpa. They just belong there, don't they? No cracks in the dash, and this is a rust-free example. There's a couple of little tiny blemishes on this car which I will show you in a minute, which I think we will attend to, but you can still see the shipping writing on the windscreen of this car. It's just come in off the ship, so we have not laid a spanner or a tool or any paint on this car. This is just how it's come from the original owner in Japan. There's a little blemish there on the front lip spoiler. It's just a little paint imperfection, which we might repaint that front lip valance there. But look at all the chrome work and the plastics. This is a collector's dream, this car. All the original bits on the car, everywhere it's original. Even the badging looks like it's just been kept out of the sun. It's beautiful. There's no rust in any of the places that you would normally find rust on these cars. Now, I've done a bit of research into this car, and I've checked the colour code in the engine bay, so it leads me to believe that when the car was brand new it was a different colour. So the colour code says it was originally a grey coloured car, and that answered my question. How come the engine bay is a dark colour and not white? So that explains that. But I'd say this job would have been done a long time ago, and whoever's done it has spared no expense, because I can't find really any evidence that it's been sprayed. Everything's done, from the floors, inside the boot. No overspray anywhere on the car. You look in all the little nooks and crannies where sometimes you see evidence of a respray. It's not really there. But I would say it has been done, and that's why it's got a dark coloured engine bay. Now, these videos work very well for me if they're under 5 minutes, so if I keep talking too much, I'll stop the video, go to part 2. Original logbooks. I have seen services stamped in here all the way up to the current date. I won't bore you with that now, but all the services have been stamped into this book. There's 15,000 Ks. 50, 57, 62, 68, showing 76 now. So it's due for a service. Look at that, the original plastic on the doors. I'll pop the engine bay, get a look under there. Look at this boot. Look at that, everything, all the original factory finishes, even in the little spots that go rusty. Just beautiful. Fuel tank, original jack and tools, spare tyre. It's just beautiful. Engine bay. Now this is the original 12A engine. It hasn't been changed or swapped out for a 13B. And some people might say, how's it drive? Well, it's a gutsy little car. It goes way better than anything in a 4-cylinder, you know, 1.6 or a 2 litre of the era. Way better. The original air conditioning, which is working. There you go, aficionados. That's the paint code, N2. That will tell you a little bit more about the vehicle. It's just beautiful. So I showed you one little tiny blemish just on the front bar there. There's another tiny little spot just on the back window here, which we've circled with a black texture, so it looks worse than it really is. But it's just the beginning of a tiny little bubble there, so we'll reseal that. So it's almost perfect. We've had it up on the hoist. If you go through our history of RX-3 videos, you'll see underneath on this car as well. It's just clean, is what you're looking at here. So I've just gone 7 minutes. I'm going to end the video. Thanks for watching. Phil Lee from Edward Lees.